gonna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low. Now, if you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's
Good morning, guys. Oh man, I'm a hot mess today, let me tell you. It's quite warm. It's very warm in the car. I've just turned the car on to try to cool it down. Oh my gosh, maybe I can see you here so I can talk to you. Oh guys, what a challenge it's going to be for the next probably 3 to 4 fortnights. I have mentioned this in the meal plan with me video, so if you want to know in more detail, watch that video. It should be out by now. It would have come out to VIP members early, obviously, and then come here on the channel for the public all to see. But one mistake with, not, well, it is kind of a mistake. People keep going into my stockpile, so they've taken emergency stockpile stuff out over the last few weeks, and so there's just nothing, and I haven't started building it up again since I started the challenge or anything like that. So that is just negative, nothing there, just to let you know, okay? But what's happened is Johnny actually hurt himself at work, which is fine. It happens. It's what, you know, you can't help that. He's on work cover. We've just got the first pay in today on how much he's actually going to get paid, because it's just work cover covering it. So it's really extreme base rate that he never gets paid, okay, because he normally does all different types of shifts and stuff. This is like just a light duties 8 to 4 sort of situation, and it's like, it's so low that it will only cover rent, the school fees, and some money Johnny usually has every fortnight that he sort of needs and stuff. That's it. It doesn't cover groceries, like it doesn't cover food, it doesn't cover any of the bills, nothing. Like he clears, he's probably, let me work it out, oh yeah, he's cleared just like $900 a week pretty much, and that's it, because he's on work cover. So he's got to be on work cover for the next 4 weeks. So, and I think because of his pay, the way it works, it's really going to be 6 weeks worth, because it would have been the last fortnight as well. I think they're kind of like a month behind with pay. I think that's how it works. So we're on an extremely strict budget. So the grocery challenge here, me managing things and doing what I'm doing and making sure I'm getting the most value for money and all of that, is a good thing. Obviously, if I'd never been doing this, I probably would have been like, oh my gosh, how are we going to get food and stuff? Obviously, for food and all the bills, it really has to come out of what I earn. So I'm going to be working a lot more than normal, probably, just to make up the extra to actually cover the bills, because we're going to be struggling for sure. I think, and it's just for this time, it's a bad time of the year. Obviously we've got Joseph's birthday next month, we've got Christmas after that. It's just happened at a really bad time, and it can't be helped. It is what it is, you know what I mean? But it means for my groceries this fortnight, I've had to be super duper smart. I luckily have some emergency rewards dollars. Let me just tell you, that means the Woolworths rewards dollars, okay? I didn't convert them over to Qantas points. I just wanted to have them sitting there just in case something happened or whatever, and then I would convert them later on down the track to points. So I've just had them sitting there, banking them for Christmas, so they turn into rewards dollars. So if we need the grocery money, if I need that extra money, then, you know, I can do that. So I've actually got $50 in my account, $10 in Johnny's account. So that's $60 there, and then I've got $10 on my Flybuys card as well. So that's $70 worth of dollars. I've had to do my grocery list, and the total, I think, actually came to, with my 10% off at Woolworths as well, has come to, this is shopping Aldi, Coles, Woolworths, $267.70 minus, that's after the 10% off. And then minus the $70 that I'm going to take off today, it's going to bring me just under that $200. So I'm still hitting my goal with that. I can still, obviously, if I need to buy other food and stuff, I will. But I've just made sure I've meal planned smart, not just going, right, let's get packets of chips because it's easy. Let's go and, oh, I feel like that. Let's have this and that. Like, I've really done meal planning properly this fortnight, and that's the beauty of this challenge. Is just going to get you through times like this. What isn't okay is that I don't have an emergency stockpile to fall back on if we need to. I actually got sick last week. Isabella was sick, so I hardly worked. Like, I worked maybe 1 or 2 days. So I luckily had money put it away in another account for bills and stuff, so they were covered and everything. But it just, we're not ahead, you know what I mean? And now that Johnny's pay's come in and we've seen what it's going to be, it's like, oh my gosh. But don't worry, I can buy more food if we need or whatever. But this is still doing well and still managing and everything. I'm not restricting us. I'm just meal planning properly, okay? That's what I'm trying to explain. But I am taking advantage of having that free money there to get more for my money, if that makes sense, and that's what I'll be doing today. Now, that includes, let me just tell you that yesterday, so today's Wednesday, so it's a crossover with the sales between Coles and Woolworths, okay? So some things were on sale yesterday that I wanted to take advantage of. I did actually get. So I actually spent $18 at Coles or Woolworths. I can't remember. Actually, no, it was all at Woolworths, that's right. So it's just because I've written it separately. So I spent $18 actually on frozen chips, which I wouldn't normally, but they were down to $3 a bag, and that's so cheap. So I just wanted to have them. I felt like the bags of potatoes haven't been going very far for us, and they're very expensive. So I got the bags of chips so I can manage it per meal a lot better. But it's just, instead of making roast potatoes and stuff like I normally would in the air fryer, we're going to use those instead. I'm still getting potatoes to do mashed potato and other things, but it's good to have those. So I actually spent $18 because of $3 a bag. You'll see that. So I got 6 bags. And then I actually spent $8 on Savoys and shaped boxes because they were all down to $2. So Savoys are great for us because we can serve them, like have them as snacks, you know, instead of having packets of chips and packets of shapes and stuff like that. Savoys are good because we have them with some fruit and cheese and Vegemite, jams, all that kind of spreads and stuff on them, so they're a good snack to have that's not too bad. And then I do have a few boxes of shapes just to have as that option, you know what I mean? I don't think I've got, that's what I've purchased there. I think on my actual grocery list, I'm just having a look, I might have, I want to get some corn chips, like tortilla chips. They're just healthier than actual chips because I don't want to not have any sort of treats, okay, in the house for the 2 weeks. Like, obviously we want something, but I've just minimized everything. We're not buying multi-packs of packets of mini cookies and stuff like that. I'm baking all of that. I'm going to cook all of that. I'm cooking cakes. I'm cooking chocolate chip biscuits. I'm doing that kind of stuff. Slices, bubble bars, like all of that I'm making myself. So that's where I'm cutting money down, obviously. But there is a few, like I'm getting tortillas and those cheesy tubes from Coles. I'm going to get those as well as treats. But otherwise it's a lot of fruit and veg, some meat. I do have meat still in the freezer. I don't have a lot of freezer meals as backup anymore. I'd run that right down. So again, so important to have an emergency stockpile because stuff like this pops up. It's not just COVID now, you know, that's been and gone. We still have things pop up like this where someone's hurt at work, I was sick, I couldn't work. You want to have all that backup stuff, and mine has run right down. The stuff that was actually in my stockpile cupboard, I've told everyone, please don't take stuff out of there. When I'm at work, they're just, all of them, even Johnny, are going through and just taking stuff out, not telling me. So I've gone to that cupboard to look for some stuff and there's nothing there. So I need to know if they take stuff so I can replace it in the groceries, you know what I mean? But also I don't want to just go and get a whole heap of junk and stuff. So I am going to restructure my stockpiling cupboard because it's going to be less of the packaged foods, obviously, and more of the things I need for baking and stuff like that will be in there. But yeah, I need to really look at that again. So I'll probably do some sort of video again coming up on my stockpile thing because things are changing because we've changed the way we're eating now, and we're eating a bit better and being more mindful of, you know, the cost of things and stuff. Then things are a bit different, so we'll be changing that. But this is where I'm at. I just wanted to fill you in here at the start of this video. So This is my 2-week grocery challenge. It works out to be $30 per person per week. We have 4 people in the house. I worked out as $200 in the first week for my main shop of my fortnight and $40 for my top-up shop next week. That is for extra fresh fruit and veggies, things I might run out of unexpectedly, things that might go on sale I won't take advantage of, any of that kind of stuff. It is free money for me to do as I want and as I will with it. I do get a lot of extra fresh fruit and veggies, usually bread, milk, that type of thing, but you know, other bits and pieces if I want or need as well. This week here for the main shop, I shop fortnightly because if I break that up into weekly and just did like 120 each week, I wouldn't get as much for my money because I'm buying certain things thinking ahead for the next week, thinking ahead for the next month in times, you know what I mean, especially when it comes to meats usually. So if I did it weekly, I wouldn't get as much for my money, if that makes sense. So it's just smarter to do at least a fortnight. That's where you're really going to save some money and take advantage. So that's where we're at, guys. So the goal today is cash out of hand. I'm not going to go over $200. I'm estimating, what am I estimating? $197.70 is the exact number I'm estimating at the moment. We shall see how we go.
The things that we'll do.